Okay, so another one of the tougher problems here. 2005 Gallup poll found that 7% of teenagers suffer from arachnophobia and are extremely afraid of spiders. So I think it's probably more than 7%, let's be honest. Um, so it's 7% is the percentage here. We're in the binomial probability distribution section here, so section 4.3. So this is kind of like what our P will be equal to here, 0.07 as a percentage. They suffer from arachnophobia and are extremely afraid of spiders. At a summer camp, we have 12 teenagers sleeping in each tent. Assume that all 12 teenagers are independent of each other, so it's satisfying the probability distribution requirements. Do not answer your answer after multiply by 100. For example, if your answer is this, then enter it, not that. Okay, so just it's saying do the decimal versions. Calculate the probability that at least one of them suffers from arachnophobia. So from here, we need to know what our P is. Again, we're a binomial probability problem. So we need to know what our P is, which is 0.7. We need to know the number of trials. Well, how many trials? Like pause the video and think, how many trials do we have here? There's 12 teenagers we're looking at. For each trial or teenager, there's like a 7% chance of success, which is being afraid of spiders. But we're looking at a total of 12 teenagers, which means 12 trials here. And like a prior problem, maybe if it's like a tornadoes in years, like figuring out what a trial means can sometimes be a little tough here. But here we have 12 teenagers, 12 trials. Calculate the probability that at least one of them suffers from arachnophobia. So figuring out the lows versus the highs here. What's the low in this case? At least one. So I want one to be my lowest of low bounds. So let's do one here. And my highest of bounds is just anything greater than one. That's what at least one means. So we'll put 12 because there's only a max 12 trials. Booyah. Calculate. And that gives us our answer here. So if you know how to do these calculator problems, it's really not that bad for us here. Calculate the probability that exactly two of them suffer from arachnophobia. So we have a certain amount of trials. We have the same percentage of success. What is our low? Our low is 2. And our high is 2. That's what it means to be exactly 2. Low to high means like the range of values I'm looking at here. I'm wanting to look at exactly 2. Therefore, I calculate and get that as my answer. So 15.65% chance and 58% chance for the other one. Calculate the probability that at most one of them has arachnophobia. What does at most mean? At most means 1 is the max I want to be having arachnophobia, and the lowest is none of them have arachnophobia. And that has a very high probability, which kind of makes sense because we have a very low chance of a single person having arachnophobia. So it should be likely that lower amounts of people, lower amounts of teenagers will have arachnophobia if it's only a 7% chance here. If a group of 4 teenagers who are afraid of spiders, does the number look unusual given the information of the Gallup poll? Well, let's see. Let's plug in 4 and 4. Is there a probability that exactly 4? What's probability exactly 4 are suffer arachnophobia? That looks like a pretty low number. So I would say that is unusual. Now we have maybe some formulas for that and stuff like that. But if we're in a section like this, we can just try that answer like this and see what we got. Booyah. Go us.